Hi Gemini, today we're going to light the dark on your love life and see what wants to come out. As always, I'll clarify using multiple decks and we'll get some special secret messages at the end. What's going on for the Gemini's love life, please? What's going on for Gemini in their love life? Well, that one really wanted to talk. What the hell? It's you. The Lovers. All right. Significant soul connection. That is divine love. Oh, golly gee. The Devil, along with the Eight of Swords next to the Lovers. You've got to be kidding. And then the Knight of Wands is poking out, as well as Judgment. Transformation, Pluto energy there. What we have is something that looks a bit messy. A very strong love connection that keeps somebody feeling trapped, stuck, restricted, obsessed. There's something about obsessive thoughts with the Eight of Swords. I just can't get you out of my head. Thank you, Kylie Minogue. This is Gemini energy, and it's about looping thoughts, overthinking, feeling trapped and stuck by somebody's own devices. And that's especially true with this Devil card. Very similar energy with the bars here keeping somebody chained. But if you look real close, the door's actually open. And just like you have control of your own thoughts, you or somebody else, this fool here in the bird cage can just get up and walk out. It's always about free will, right? And that's the thing with Judgment here too. This is 3 major arcanas, might I add. Judgment is a reckoning, a wake-up call, and a big kick in the pants from the universe to make a massive life-changing decision about something here. Let's go ahead and clarify, because we're off to a bit of a sticky start. What is the Lovers, please, for Gemini? Look at that. Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles. So that's what this is all about. This is about somebody needing to get off their rear end, offer something stable, solid, tangible, trustworthy, and reliable. The whole thing, though, is the Knight of Coins, also Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here, double Capricorn. The Knight of Coins is very slow, the slowest knight in the deck. But when they come in proper, they come in correct. We do have Scorpio energy at the bottom with the Death card. This is a big ending, a change, a transformation. And that ending, transformation, is burning something down in order to start again. The Ace of Wands, I always say this is the match that sets your soul on fire. This is the opportunity and the spark of creative, passionate, burning desire. That, wow, with the breakthrough and the Ace of Swords, back-to-back aces here, but the Nine of Swords. Somebody's probably scared of commitment just by the looks of it. However, the universe is assisting here in being like, hey, this is an opportunity you're going to miss, Dumbo. So, Ten of Swords. Wow. Ten of Swords is the ultimate in betrayal, backstabbing, brutal, brutal endings. Somebody staying stuck and entrapped in their own way has created, by their own devices, with the Magician, an exceptionally painful ending. Devil's a lot about fear. They could have fear that this connection will only just end in this pain and suffering, or they could also be so stuck that they've created this brutal ending by not taking action and moving. Yeah, holding back, exactly. Holding back. Okay, what then is, and they regret it, Five of Cups. What is the Eight of Swords? It's the Death card we had just seen. This self-imposed limitation, victim mentality thinking, this is what needs to end. This massive change. This is what needs to end. And here with the Nine of Swords under the deck, see who's looking through the window? Well, it's Buddy Devil there. So somebody's anxiety, nerves, stress, sleepless nights, this is getting in the way of everything that could be with the Lovers. It doesn't get stronger than the Lovers, right? But it's like, it's so intense. Somebody seems to be paralyzed by fear. But that could be changing. The Eight of Swords, this overthinking, this is ending. Yeah, here we are, because there's the Ace of Coins underneath the deck and the Two of Cups. There is something underneath the surface here. We are in Scorpio season. You could also be dealing with the Scorpio, Capricorn, another Gemini. Let's talk about the Lovers and the Knight of Coins on Judgment, please. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, with the Tower. Again, transformation. Something is being blown to smithereens here. The Nine of Wands hasn't given up the fight. This is the wounded warrior. This has been tests of faith, tests of perseverance. Could be things that have tested your patience, feelings of self-worth and self-value too. But this is making a decision whether or not to take something to the next level. The thing is, there's trust issues with the Nine of Wands. Big time trust issues. Because it's repeated cycles and it's patterns. Somebody's dragged their feet far too long. But hurry up. There's a big hurry up energy. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, and change. The Tower is related to Mars energy, which is the ruling planet here of Scorpio. But to me as a reader, it's actually Uranus. And Uranus is just doing its final retrograde into Taurus before it goes into your sign, Gemini, for the next 7 or so years. This is going to create massive changes, unexpected changes in your life. Queen of Cups at the bottom, as well as the Hangman, Pisces energy. Somebody's been just totally stuck, but they're seeing the light. And knowing that they need to take some kind of accountability, looking really closely at selfish narcissist behavior, and there you go. It's that behavior that created this Ten of Swords, ultimate betrayal. So what's going on with the Devil and the Ten of Swords? It's the Sun. Wow. This is burning off the toxic shadows. That's the good news. It is the happiest card in the deck, Leo energy. Somebody is seeing the light and they know they need to make a decision. They're trying to decide here how to end something, change something, a change in communication, how to move forward. There we have a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, somebody that's heart-centered and in touch with their emotions, very overwhelmed by their emotions and the idea of stabilizing something moving forward. Somebody really could have deep-seated fear as the root issue here. Could be many different types of fear, but Eight of Swords, this is keeping one stuck by their own mentality. Okay. High Priestess flipped around, and the Seven of Wands also flipped around in reverse. It's about releasing defenses, letting the guard down, and following the intuition, Pisces energy. Because the Fool, if somebody is ready, willing, and able to take a risk on a new situation, oh wow, that brings in renewed optimism, destiny, and fate here with the Star. It's hope, it's healing. Whoa, with Justice energy, that's about setting things right and wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Okay, I want one more card for the Seven of Wands and the High Priestess here. They know they need to let down their guard. So then what? Emperor. Amazing. This is Aries energy, the boss, the leader, the healed divine masculine, not the runner. We have the Knight of Wands under the deck. The runner is the one that's all freaked out, you know. They're here for a good time, not a long time. They're not stable, solid, or reliable like this Knight might be, and especially what the Emperor is. They know they need to do better and take action. This is courage under fire, Seven of Wands, to go after what they want. And if they want this happiness and they want to stabilize something and get back to the divine connection that is the Lovers, they know they need to step up to the plate. Untold messages of the heart. What are they not saying? We've got distance. The gap between us keeps growing further apart and I don't know how to close it. And careless. I would be careless with you right now. I'm staying away for your sake. Underneath, intuition. Oof. High Priestess. I feel your energy all around me all the time, and I sense what you're feeling. I wonder if you feel this too. Let's do the divine counterpart check-in since we have the Lovers here. It's worth mentioning, you know, there's something really intoxicating about the Devil, but there's also something very toxic about it. It's an attachment. Will I ever see you again? Here we go with the longing energy, the distance and the longing energy underneath the deck, missing you. Have you forgotten all about me? I think about you every single day. What is the advice for Gemini? Your true love is already a part of your life here and now, and abundance. You've done the work. Abundance can flow to you now. The Queen of Pentacles is a very abundant energy. What else for Gemini? We also have timing cards. We have 3 years coming out. You could be in this situation with this person for 3 years. You could have known them for 3 years. Do it. Somebody's being urged to take action underneath the deck. Finances. One more. Hook up. So that's the Lovers energy. Somebody might be thinking a lot about sexy times. We do have divine intervention underneath the deck. That's good news. Final message of advice, please. Oh, wow. Regeneration. That is 100% Scorpio right there. And Yin. That's the divine feminine. Regeneration is card 46. That's a 10. That is the end of a cycle. And Yin, the divine feminine, is a 2. Talking about balance, harmony, the energy of being able to receive. Underneath that, speaking of receiving, we've got exchanging gifts. Card 27. So regeneration, I mean, it is all about rebirth and second chances. The judgment energy, 100% rebirth and second chances. It's also about allowing things to die that need to die, because that makes space for bigger and better things to take its place. And it's important to remember that any endings, death, this is not a loss, it is a liberation, and that is what makes space to plant the seeds for something new. This entire situation could have really transformed both parties involved, but I think the transformation occurred first with the feminine energy, regeneration and yin, and we've got the masculine energy pushing their way through, trying to figure it out. So that is your reading, Gemini. I hope it helped. If it did, please don't hesitate to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.